What's up? I'm Ashley, and I just wanted to share my Akilah theory that's been on my mind, and I just haven't been able to get around to it. But especially after episode 8, I was like, okay, I gotta stop playing. I think Akilah could have killed Lottie. Still not counting out Callie, but I also think it could be Akilah. Lottie was their connection to the wilderness, and I thought, now why would they kill the connection to the wilderness? Because it seems like we would still need that. I think it starts back to when she thought the mouse was alive. Thaisa was like, girl, it's dead. Then in season 3, we see her character a lot more. And when Travis tells Lottie about Akilah being connected to it, that ticked off the cuckoo in Lottie's brain even more, and had Akilah go inside the cave multiple times, which could have hurt her or even killed her. When she had that dream the first time she went inside the cave about being inside the classroom, she was the only one who wasn't hurt by the bracelet. Shauna got choked out by the bracelet, and Van cut her wrist with the bracelet, but Akilah was there chilling, and she was able to just put the bracelet on. Could it be she wasn't hurt because the wilderness actually likes her and she has less bloodshed from being out there, if none at all? Also, because she's connected to the earth. Her getting pulled into the ground could mean she's the root of all this, the one who could show them the way, whether it's getting out and going home or just to survive out there. She could be Antler Queen since she is connected to something out there. Maybe not the first Antler Queen, but one of few. I think it'll be more than one. And really, I think Akilah is more connected to the wilderness than Lottie. We're just yet to see it. I think Lottie's connection is mainly due to her being off her meds, but Akilah's is natural. A post from Princess of Songs on Reddit mentions when we're first introduced to Akilah, and this just helps me get my point out even more. I'll just go over a few things they mentioned. We know Akilah moved up from JV to varsity. Mari jokes with her that she's new blood and has to earn her seat, and Thaisa mentions that Akilah is bold. So reading that makes me think, did she work her way up to Antler Queen? Yearbooks were made and released of the cast online. Akilah writes in the book, your girl's finally moving up to varsity this year, and she's voted most likely to talk to animals. Akilah's jersey number is 11. The numerology 11 means enlightened and spiritual awakening. The reason why she sees the three-eyed bear could be because the third eye means intuition and insight. In the pilot episode, someone is dressed as an owl, and it could be Akilah. Owls symbolize wisdom, knowledge, strategy, and intelligence, but they also can symbolize death and transformation, as well as protection against evil and negative influences. Owls do typically eat mice and rats, and this is just my thoughts. This is probably why Akilah thought the mouse was alive in the cabin. That was just a few things from Reddit, but her saying that Coach Ben is the bridge could just mean that Coach Ben had to die in order for them to get home. Right after Coach Ben died is when Edwin, Hannah, and Kodiak showed up. They saw his head sitting up there on the table, and it all took off from there. They saw Kodiak as their hope for going home, even though I don't trust he was going to do that, but it doesn't even matter now. He dead and gone. Their friends and family could go out looking for them, and that's how they'll get rescued. When Melissa Kelly mentions her therapist, Barbara, she tells Shauna she's not really a therapist, she's more of an advisor, and says she's extremely intuitive, which reminds me of the three-eyed bear. She goes on to say, she said I was holding on to something. If I wanted to be free of what happened, that darkness, I had to let go truly. That's when I realized the tape. I don't know adult Melissa Kelly like that, but I doubt she would tell a random person about her time in the wilderness and what they all did. Maybe her therapist is Akilah and they both have been hiding this whole time. And when Melissa Kelly said her therapist was intuitive, I thought of Akilah. She's slowly becoming more in touch with her visions in the wilderness. I think Melissa Kelly and Lottie both know Akilah is alive. When Lottie was apologizing in the mirror, who else could that apology be for other than Akilah? She was always on Akilah's neck about whatever it is. and she probably pushed her too far at one point. And now she wants to apologize. Akilah probably agreed to meeting up with Lottie, and Lottie starts talking about it probably tried sacrificing her, but Akilah wasn't having it and pushed her down the stairs. I keep saying this, but we have yet to see Evans Johnson. And since they've been holding out on her for this long, must means she's playing a predominant and significant part. And as for Shauna's DNA, it could really be Callie's. But then again, it all could be a setup from Walter. I don't trust him. He could be getting revenge for Adam. Maybe he was related to Edwin or someone else out in the wilderness. But I think that's pretty much it. My whole point is that we haven't met Evans Johnson yet, and that's probably because she's going to be doing something really big. What's bigger than killing Lottie? Or just that she's even alive? Because a lot of people think she's dead and didn't survive the wilderness. I don't think anything has been a coincidence. I think them telling us that she worked her way up from JV to varsity has some meaning to it. Maybe it relates to her working her way up in the wilderness, and she could be more connected to it than Lottie, with her jersey number being number 11 and the numerology meaning for that, meaning enlightened and spiritual awakening, all connects to her slowly connecting to the wilderness. Also, her being voted most likely to be able to talk to animals could be another clue. I think it's all connected, and I think she killed Lottie. But I guess we'll see. But y'all let me know what you think about this theory down in the comments so we can talk about it. And if you haven't already and want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.